Hey folks, this is sort of a carry on from the last video. I talked about two guitars with the logo Fena on the headstock that I got from the Pango / Afanti people who are active on eBay and also AliExpress if you do that. They may also have some Amazon presence, I'm not sure, because Pango also sells lots of kits and parts. But anyway, they seem to be a big company in China. And in talking to them about the issues I had with two guitars, the first two guitars they sent me, they agreed to give me a credit on one of these, a partial credit. And this, according to them, is their top model. This time got the Afanti logo. And these are, I think, PM1226 is the model number, and this is a spruce top, very similar to the Fena guitars that I showed you. It's the same sort of tint to the spruce. I like this sort of lacquered or shellac looking top. It's probably a polyurethane. It has the abalone, and this time has a really nice wood vine inlay, if that's your thing. It's not really necessary for me. Yeah, and there's the sort of truss cover bling thing there too. And the bling continues, because if you look at the back, it reminds me of a Takamine guitar, one of the GD series, I can't remember the number, maybe 90. It has the rosewood back and sides, and then this sort of quilted maple strip with nice decorative strips in between. And you cannot feel any joinery there. It's really well done. I'm not sure how much of this is wood and how much of it is decal. I'm not sure. It has a nice maple heel cap there. So it's a very blingy guitar. It's a Dreadnought cutaway. It sounds good. Very similar to those Fena guitars with a bit more bling on it. But so it's definitely made in the same workshop. You can tell it's got all the same telltale signs. But this is supposedly their top model. This sells on eBay right now for $200 free shipping. $200 free shipping. If you go to either Pango or Afanti, you can get this for $200. I paid $150 for this because I got a $50 credit. My one disappointment with this is, can you see there in the join, there's white glue residue there, and on the other side as well. See it in there? Now, if this is your top model, there's really no excuse for that. So I did mention that to him, and I can take a toothpick and probably clean that out. But it's a little bit annoying, especially when you've had issues with guitars and then somebody sent you another guitar. You think they'd look it over a bit. So that was the one slight disappointment. However, that's fairly easy to remedy, so it's not a deal breaker in any sense. But if you want a really nice solid top spruce guitar with this kind of wood configuration with the rosewood and looks like quilted maple back and ribs, and also the inlay there, maybe you can try one of these and let me know what you think. Yeah, I mean, $200 free shipping is not a lot to risk on a guitar like this, and you may get yourself a gem. These, I think I'm going to have to do a bit of setup, slight, maybe a millimeter off of the saddle, but the frets are actually fairly decent, and apart from that glue residue there, which I'll clean off, there's really no other issues with this guitar. I mean, it's really quite nice. And for something like this, if this said Takamine up here, you know this would be a $400, $500, $600 guitar. So yeah, I just thought I'd let you know about these, just in case this is something that you might be interested in. I'm not sure how long or how many of these they have, or how long they'll be for sale on their page. But you know, it's, if you can do a bit of setup work, you can get yourself a really nice solid top instrument with some nice exotic wood configurations and inlays. If you like this sort of thing, for 200 shipped, that's a fairly good deal. And of course, I did give a caveat on some of the quirkiness of this company in the last video, which might put people off as well. But that sort of has to be your decision. Anyway, so this is the Afanti top model. I think it's the PM1226. I'll put the correct model number in the description below. And if you want to go get one, I think it's the Pango seller that has these. I'm not sure if the Afanti seller doesn't have as many, although I think they're the same people. They don't have as many models on their eBay page. The Afanti seems to have the Pango seller seems to have everything. So that's probably where you want to go. All right, folks, there you go. Pretty guitar. See you next time.